So in a follow-up to our previous story about the Robinhood traders, the F-boys of TikTok trading on Robinhood.
Wall Street betters,
Yep,
all this brought on
Wall
by
Street bets,
GameStop,
the
and of course
Redditors,
the
the
follow-up
memes.
of AMC and all this stuff. Yes, go ahead.
Beautiful, by the way. But
Stick it to the hedge fund man.
I wanted to shout out to two of our friends, Tony D and Chris Azakar. The first thing I wanted,
suck it, both of you.
The first thing I wanted to say to Chris was, get a new last name. This is America. No one can pronounce that garbage.
I'm not agreeing with that. As a white man, I'm not agreeing with that.
Yeah, okay, but I can say whatever I want because I'm brown. All right? Tony D and these two chuckleheads said, don't get the memes, as they type from their mom's basements.
Are we talking about the stock market, or are we talking about some stupid... Come on, man.
So here's all I'm saying. To these two fantastic individuals, thank you for your comments. Thank you for your hate. They fuel me. They are what get me up in the morning, okay? Your tears are delicious to me. And let me just also add this. I am not only a meme sommelier. I'm not only a meme smith. I am a two-time meme war veteran. I don't know memes. I don't know memes. Catch me on the street, Tony. Catch me on the street, Chris. If either of you catch me on the street, let me tell you something. We ain't throwing hands. Okay? Pop, pop, pop. That's how I roll in these streets.
Calm down. He means nothing. This is all satirical.
Hypothetically.
Okay? Hypothetically. Okay, the FBI that's watching, do not, storm Danny's house. Look,
it's fine.
Everything that we said in the GameStop, the Wall Street bets video, everything like that, 100% accurate. There is no one out there that can say anything that was said in that video is not accurate. We got a couple of comments like, y'all don't know what you're talking about. Let me tell you something, folks. I've spent decades learning how Wall Street works. I am a beneficiary of how Wall Street works. I know exactly how the stock stuff works. And look, I'm right along with you as far as sticking it to the hedge fund man. All right? Sticking to them. They are now up to, I sent it to Danny earlier today, they are now up to, since the beginning of this in January, a $70 billion loss. And
Fantastic.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I am with you.
Let me explain something to people. I am not anybody's version of a populist, okay? I am an anarcho-capitalist. I've said this 1,000 times. However, when somebody that gets your favorite Democratic senator or congressman and they pay them $100 million to do a 13-minute pep talk down at their office, when those people get curb stomped, I'm not crying for them, okay?
Right.
This, the illusion that the left is now perpetrating, and listen, idiots versus idiots isn't really intended to be political, but I am what I am, okay?
Right.
I'm talking about my opinion. They're trying to position this as like a left versus this is because of the free market. There's no free market. There's no free market. The stock market is not a free market. Okay. Citadel, the people who stop trading, the people who facilitate Robinhood's trades, Citadel paid the sitting Secretary of the Treasury, the former chairwoman of the Federal Reserve, Janet Yellen, they paid her $810,000 to do a speech. So the White House is calling up Robinhood, telling them to stop trading on certain stocks because hedge funds are shorting them and they're getting squeezed out by Redditors. Up yours. Right. You deserve it.
Okay. Robinhood doing this is disgusting. It's whatever. But here's the point, though. Does this surprise anybody? Let me tell you something. Robinhood is a free platform, right, that charges fees for trading. But the reason it's free...
I don't think they charge fees anymore.
Here's the misconception. Here's the misconception that you, as a Robinhood, I downloaded the app, put it on my phone, and I use it to facilitate trades. You are not the customer. You are the product. They are selling you as the product to these hedge fund managers. All of your data goes to Wall Street so that they can see what you're doing. That is the price of you getting this app and this stuff for free. So you are not the customer. So it shouldn't be surprising to you when they do actually get a call from their customer that says, hey, do something about this. It shouldn't be a surprise to you if they do. And you are not the client. You are not the customer. You are the product.
And let me tell you something. What I find delicious, fascinating, 70 billion is nothing.
In the grand scheme of what these guys do.
In the context of what we're talking about, unless we start talking about them losing hundreds of billions, none of this matters. Okay?
Well, ultimately, it doesn't matter anyway.
Bleed,
because it all goes back to normal. Eventually, no matter what happens over the next week, no matter what happens, no matter how much of this that goes on with AMC and BB
Bed Bath and Beyond,
NAKD,
BlackBerry,
right, and all this stuff.
Nokia.
No matter what happens, no matter how many of these short plays that Wall Street Bets tries to push, some people are going to make money, but the majority of them are going to lose their ass because they're going to go back to what the fundamentals play. The Wall Street has been around for hundreds of years. The New York Stock Exchange was created in 1770 something. It's been around for 100 years. It's going to go back to normal, and when it does, the majority of people, the ignorant majority of people, are going to be left with nothing yet again. Now, there's an argument to be made. I don't want to stick up for Robin Hood at all, but there's an argument to be made. He came out and did this interview and said, look, we're trying to not take advantage of people, not allow people to get taken advantage of. I know you roll your eyes, but there is a thought process to that. If all these people go on Robinhood, buy these stocks, and at the end of the year, Robinhood made $1 billion while 100 million people lost their life savings, that would be a major story. How did Robinhood let this happen, right? And he's just trying to cover his ass.
So when I say in our this is a follow-up to our previous video in which I said this is all a casino.
It is.
And if you go into it betting on it like it's a casino, that's fine. Now, what I was trying to get at before was if you are an investor, short-term or long, and you're not investing on the fundamentals, because in a 52-week low, GameStop's low was $2.57.
Right.
Its high is over $400. Now, that's the power of memes, my friend.
Just today, $413 is the high. And listen, the low is $250.
And I've done stuff in my life where in the short term, I know this isn't a long-term play, it's a short-term play. But what you have to understand as the retail investor, Big Man is correct. You are the product. And as a retail investor, the street is betting against you, and the street always wins.
Ultimately, just like a casino, you sit at that table long enough, the casino wins. Period.
So all I was trying to get at was, I don't know when the music stops. You're playing musical chairs, and you're hoping that you can get out your money. And as someone who has played this game long before Reddit and the other meme boys started to jump on, and my heart is open to these young men. I sing for them. I cheer for them.
And
I am on their side.
If there was a way for you to come out on top, really, seriously, if this was able for you to come out on top and you did make money off of this, man, I am behind you. Good for you.
100%.
I just don't want
Get
you.
paid.
I don't like people getting taken advantage of.
I don't.
That's my issue.
Big Man is a bleeding heart Tommy when it comes to people getting taken advantage of. I am in the vein of thought that says you're a grown adult. If you want to get a tattoo on your face of the Insane Clown Posse makeup, you're stupid enough to do it. That's your problem. But when the meth wears off and you got to get a job at Walgreens Pharmacy, you're going to think it's stupid. So I'm fine. I am, again, I rejoice. And like I said, I'm not a populist, but when people who can call up the White House and force stop trading on an app, because the White House calls somebody and says you have to stop trading on a stock, I'm happy when those people get their teeth kicked in. I'm happy when they have to sell their sixth yacht that they park in Monaco just so they can watch F1 and party. I'm fine when that happens to them, because I am all about clean
winners. And I'm all about changing that, by the way. I'm all about changing that. If there's a way to push forward and using this as an example to change some of the rules, and again, I told you this before we started doing the show. You could abolish all hedge funds tomorrow. I would be perfectly fine with that. The stock market would still go on. There would still be fundamentals and stuff like that, but you got rid of all hedge funds.
And here's the thing. And I disagree, and I think what we should do is let's just take away their power, right? Let's get rid of the entire government, privatize everything. But hey, that's wacky. We got to have somebody stealing your money and going to wars under false pretenses.
Whatever. All right. But anyway, we had to do a follow-up, and it boils down to... We had to do a
follow-up for two specific reasons, because Tony and Chris... I just want to remind both of those guys, Tony D and Chris Azakar, also just wanted to say, hey, could you tell both of your moms to stop leaving their car in my garage, because I have my other two Ferraris in there. And whenever they come over, they keep parking in the garage, and they shouldn't do that because sometimes my other girl is borrowing one of the other Ferraris. So I'm just saying to both of those guys, not only suck it, up yours, but also your moms say hi, and they really hope that you can get out on your feet this year, and this is the year. We've talked about it, and this is the year that you get out there and
you get out,
get a job.
You get out. And just to set the record straight, in this case, not always, but in this case, these two idiots were right on the money.
On the money.
We'll see you next time, folks.